the bass.
This time around, Mithy left.
Here's the return gank.
There's no flash. Flash, remember.
No ghost either, though.
Gorilla's going to be the target. Root has to connect. Killer's
TV
on
coming in.
cloud. Gorilla's in trouble. First blood picked up by Mithy. Teleport was cancelled. And Trick gets a second. G2-0 in the opening game against ROX.
Trick comes up huge for G2. He nails the return gank. Sven is on point with the root. This is exactly the kind of start that G2 needed against ROX Tigers.
Yeah, such a nice return. We were criticizing Trick a little bit for the very early jungle pathing, and those are a little bit nitpicky, but this was a beautiful gank. He didn't even have to use Ghost. He ganked before it was even up, walked straight through the ward, is undeterred, lands the first undertow. They immediately burst down Gorilla, and they just swayed the teleport from the cannon as well.
And it seemed like Prey, he was trying to return damage. He did not expect this much damage to come through on the backside, and Peanut was looking top for Expect, not able to find that ultimate just yet, but they could go for a dive as both ultimates are ready. We'll see if Expect can play.
Here they go. He's trying to come in. He's going to be too late to the party. Expect flashes away. Maybe Mithy can. The air, the flow, the bubble! Throws up Peanut into the air. Expect's burning down, looking for a boomerang. Duskbringer will not kill him. Now Mithy's looking for more. There's no support. And Mithy knew that was happening.
Mithy read that so well, just barely in time he gets there. And we talked about it, how key nailing that first Nocturne gank was. They both pull their flashes, they both pull their ultimates. Expect gets away with just one summoner.
And one of the biggest strengths of Mithy's game is his ability to just appear on the map where he's going to mess you up on the other team. And
At his camps.
this is an opportunity for G2. There's no flash on Smeb.
Oh, the second connect comes down, and Smeb is just shut down where he stands.
And no one expects the Trick gang top lane for it.
Really having an incredible start in this game, and we've seen the ability for Olaf to snowball the first inning gang.
Oh, so much damage. Perk should not be able to get away. The unspeakable horror roots him in place, and ROX easily pick up their first kill.
Yeah, ROX does not have gank assist in the bottom lane, but they do in the mid and the top lane. And a QSS who need to be picked up quite...
The top lane, we'll see if he can actually sneak in here. I think he's far enough away from those minions, hasn't been pinged out, and they may look to repeat a dive. Knowing that Nocturne doesn't have the ultimate available for some sort of a counter gank, they could look for it.
Yep, generally the play for Nocturne is get your gank, power farm the jungle, gank again, so it is a generally safe assumption if they wanted to go for something aggressive here. But it is a cannon with his ultimate, and they're just 2 level 8s, so it would be incredibly risky.
No Mega Gnar either. Expect's got to get that Gnar bar up, but if Smeb walks into Trick, oh, that missed, he does not know. Oh, there's the trick indeed. Slicing Maelstrom does not interrupt Ragnarok. Smeb gets the wish, but it will not help. Another for G2.
This guy is just on fire. Trick is taking over this game. 2-0-2, right place, right time. Everything is going right for him.
And that is why Trick is the 2-time European MVP for 2016.
Pocket is also not a lane that wins, it's a lane that splits. So they're trying their best to play here. Trick, can he get away?
Trying to run, gonna get shield from Perks. Perks has decided to path the wrong way though. Trick gets run down from the Malefic Vision. Perks decides to go for the kill. He's the only player at Worlds with no kills, with no assists, and he's looking here on the board. Kuro gets caught by the bubble. Deadly Flourish roots nobody. The curtain call finds Gorilla. That's a big crit. That has done it. Expect gets the Gnar against the wall. Smeb is going to lightning rush to safety, but here comes Prey, and G2 are praying for their lives. They're able to escape at no cost. 1 for 2 on the back of the fight.
G2 is showing up on day 2 to try and take down the ROX Tigers. 3,000 gold now in 14 minutes.
Yeah, and Trick, it looks like a pretty crazy play here, and Perks actually makes the call that he thinks his jungler's just dead, so he's going to go straight onto Kuro. He wants to just try to take down ROX's mid laner and Expect first one to TP. This guy, a lot of questions about him, but he comes up big.
And it's also about who's first to roam. Mithy made it here first and nearly kills Kuro, but then watch the damage that comes through right here. The empowered Q there from Perks does hit. Expect nearly gets the 3-man stun. Smeb and Peanut didn't quite collide with the wall, so they couldn't close down those kills. And it gets a little bit dicey here as Prey finally arrived, but at the end of the day, it is a 2 for 1.
He and Sven are in the mid, and Mithy's now starting to roam.
Yeah, they're going to look for Perks here. Peanut is sitting back. I'm not sure if he has been spotted out, but Mithy moving down. They may look for Perks right now.
Oh, there's the paranoia. Perks is dead before anybody from G2 can arrive. The call is run away. as G2 start to back out, Smeb starts to recall. Mountain Dragon is possible, but look at Expect in the top lane. Is there any cross-map available? It doesn't feel like it just yet.
Yeah, I think G2 should just give this up, allow Expect to try to push for this turret, but that's what you have to respect. You have to respect that long-range engage from the Nocturne. We've talked about it time and time again. It's one of the best champions in the game at shutting down that split push because of that right there.
And you have to wonder at 21 minutes why they're split pushing with their Karma in the bottom lane without a QSS. That is a very silly play by G2 to be making when they're in a position to just brute force and just beat the ROX Tigers by grouping.
Kill plus Mountain Drake. How important could that be?
They want to go.
Oh, wow.
Ezreal Ultimate just scouted before they had started it, so they're thinking they can rush it
this
down.
is dangerous.
But
ROX is
coming
here.
right now. They have Cannon Ultimate and a Malzahar. They're
There's no paranoia, but Gorilla's going to get dropped. He's already dead. Look at the slicing Maelstrom. G2 are locked up, but Smith is down. Kuro gets rooted in place, and it's a double kill for Perks. Prey is caught by an Aqua Prison. He manages to back away safely. G2 turn towards Baron.
And that is how you use your mid-game gold lead. They group up, they dare the ROX Tigers to come towards them, and they peel completely as a unit. Now it's on Peanut to try and steal. His ultimate is up in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think he's going to look for it. They don't want to fall this far behind. Prey's going in. Will he try for the steal?
Peanut's going low on
Trick
He's
so low. He can kill Trick.
Stop. Peanut's going for the 50-50. G2 on low. A flash in from Peanut. It's secured. The ROX Tigers get the Baron. They get a kill, and they manage to get out. Prey's not done. That's a double. Sven's in trouble. Sven's trying to run. Flash away from Iffy. Sven's running for his life. He should be able to get to safety. Not if Prey has anything to say about it. One tower. Two. Sven's got no mana for a flourish. And ROX win Baron.
When you're swinging for the fences, you're much more likely to strike out. And that was a swing and a miss for G2 right there. They could have just won the fight, and they just fumbled around at the very end of this engagement.
Yeah, and here is that fight once again. Sven opening up with the ultimate, quickly realizes he has got to get out of there. That QSS does save him, and the fight starts so well for G2. They're able to take down Smeb. Then a beautiful ulti onto Kuro gets them that second kill, and it looked so good for G2, but you have to think they could have stopped damage on the Baron when Peanut flashed in, or turned on him. Anything but this. I mean, it's a 5v2. They need to be able to zone him out.
Exactly. You don't actually have to take the Baron. It's nice to be able to get it, but in a 5v2, you can take 2 more kills and then recall at this point. Perks can just speed people up, but they let him flash inside.
Way too early.
Yeah, well, he actually had smoked as far as I can tell. His trick was just...
EF sword after more and Orange won't get the chance to find out because Trick is running down on ROX. Coming in from Smeb. Gorilla is making so much damage. He's already down. Smeb has got one back though onto Miffy. Sven and Perks stay alive for a few seconds. Trick is looking for more. Expect will not be able to get the boulder toss onto anybody else. It's a 2-for-1. Trick is looking for Peanut. Is going to get taken down. Will not get the kill. That's a 1-for-3 after G2 started the fight.
And it all falls apart for G2. It's looking so bad for them now as ROX is going to be able to pick up at least one turret here, maybe a second, and Prey was just completely ignored in that fight. They're chasing after the Soraka, taking so much time to take it down, and yes, they eventually kill off Gorilla, but the carries are untouched.
And it's actually the type of fight that ROX wants with this composition. They want to be able to play back with the Soraka while still having their team diving. They teleport in with the Gnar and go for this. But I'm trying to figure out how Expect takes so long to get into the fight here. They do kill Gorilla, but it's all about Smeb in the backside. Through an exhaust, he kills Miffy. That's the proto build point blank you can get with Kennen. Sven then gets zoned out by Zonia's. Prey is still double buff because Trick and Expect didn't have as clean of a dive on the other side. Prey can just come back down and clean up the kills.
There was just no chance for G2.
They really want to press flash.
Ghosted up. Slicing Maelstrom is available. No excuse to deny
He's on Sven.
There's the split. Sven's in trouble. He's managed to kite around. True shot.
They saved him.
Connect. Peanuts it out. Expect has found Gorilla. That's 2 kills for G2. Curtain call into Smith. That will get the kill. 3 kills to G2 and 40-second death timers. Where do they focus their energies?
With their backs once again against the wall, G2 really came up with a beautiful idea for a fight there. They desync ROX's engage and are able to group while the dive is happening, which allows them to successfully peel it. Now they've killed 3 and can get a bunch of objectives.
And this time it's Expect zoning off that back line. He's the one pushing in there, and he gets a kill on Gorilla, and G2 are pushing down here in the bot lane. They're going to take this tier 2.
At 13 minutes, G2 take the 5th tower of the game.
Mountain Drakes, it speaks to their strengths of being able to burst down the Baron, and they're hoping to get ROX to pull out.
It's rooted, they're going!
Teleport's coming in! Curtain Call and Wish have already been used. A Trick is running away! Expect gets caught down. He's got a PA, remember, but he needs Mega Delete it! Remember, I've seen one! And G2 are aced!
The best timing I may have ever seen on a Kevin Ultimate. That was insane!
The best top laner in the world, Smeb, takes over the team fight, solo winning it for them, and he may have just won ROX Tigers the game.
I saw the idea for what G2 wanted to do there. They caught Gorilla early on, but then at that point, the damage of Curl and Prey were too much for Trick to ignore, and he started having to peel back. But specifically, the patience of Smeb to just catch everyone on G2 so grouped up. Game-changing.
Yeah, completely game-changing, and the fight actually started so well. It was even Peanut having to ult onto Trick, and he actually flashed into a bubble from Mithy, as you'll see here. It looked like things were really going well. Look at him flash back right into that bubble. Expect is getting taken down, but you would think they would have the chance, and then they group up. Look at it. The Proto Bell hits all four, just deletes the entire G2 team. And in the meantime, G2 has picked up the Baron and really gotten a hold of this game.
When doing the Elder Drake, it takes a very long time to kill, but it does not do that much damage. So,
Trick is in so much trouble. Remember, no Ragnarok from the engaged down bottom. He just gets popped. Here comes Smeb looking for more. Smeb's got a flash available. He's going to Proto Belt forward. Mithy gets chunked down. Almost gets two shots. Continues to run away. Very good bubble. Roots onto...
Certainly do, but I just don't think that G2 is in position to actually look for an engage here. And the Gnar will get popped, and ROX can wait this out.
Yeah, and finally Peanut's actually pushing the middle lane to try and get the waves to crash at the right time together. It doesn't matter if Peanut's on the side because he's going to be all able to fight anyway.
They're going.
Could happen.
Expect gets caught out. GA still available. Curtain Call being fired. Kuro takes 2 of the 4 shots. Fourth one, I think, tags Gorilla. That drops him down to 10%. Wish is still available, but the tower goes. ROX are happy with this. Inhibitor mid lane and top lane will be respawning shortly, but Smith and Kuro and Prey, they don't care. There's the paranoia. Denying vision. Inhibitor falls. Expect's got no Mega Gnar. GA still not popped. The target is Prey. The gates are open, and Expect's forced to hop away. Smep's on the back line. He gets dodged around. Hourglass will buy a few more seconds for Gorilla and Kuro to jump in. G2 have got no room for error. Inhibitor's the focus for ROX as Prey is keeping G2 at bay. And despite no kills being secured, the objectives are for the ROX Tigers.
Thankfully for G2, though, their top lane inhibitor will be back soon. If they could just hold on a little bit longer, they will still be alive in this game. But with the Baron on the map, it's going to be so tough. So many waves of supers with this Baron buff will be coming in.
They were able to dodge out of Smeb's ultimate quite well, but they weren't actually able to kill him at the end of it. They couldn't quite chain the Jin W as he was coming out his own. They tried to go too big too quickly. ROX stopped them, and ROX are the ones that are using their advantages properly. If they can run on this push, it's still well-deserved.
Yep, and here comes ROX pushing in for that final inhib. Peanut over in the mid lane, shoving in. Will G2 go for the fight? Looks like they want it.
Wave goes down, Praise the target. Expects looking to gnaw somebody, decides against it. Equinox holds him in place. Remember, there's a GA as well. Expect will have that pop. Trick's running for his life, throws out the undertow. Simply will not matter. Expect comes back up, hops away, goes down. This is the final fight. Curtain Call is fired, but there's simply not enough damage. Supers plus Baron. The Nexus turrets are falling. Smith is zoning away. G2 Esports and ROX Tigers are setting their sights on the base. Trick is the focus for now. They take him down, turn back to the Nexus, and for now, ROX Tigers remain undefeated in Worlds 2016.